Today we're going to build a battery box for the BMW R80. I was considering quite a few little different spots where I could put it. Now I've decided on one and made a little prototype so we can jump right into it. This is the prototype that I've built from the 1mm acrylic sheets that I like to use. And I'm going to have a latch that sits in the front like so. And where it's going to sit on the bike is very classic underneath the seat. Finding a suitable battery for your custom bike isn't easy. I'm using this very small battery from Ultrabat. It's the Multi-Mighty Plus 400. Regarding all the technical stuff, it's best you look it up yourself because I'm not yet an expert in all the electronic stuff. But this one has a few advantages. For one, it's super slim, but it has enough power to start the 800cc engine of the BMW. And it has an integrated electronic system in it that prevents it from complete discharge, overcharging, overvoltage, and thermal overload. So it should be pretty safe. Since this battery is super slim and only 39mm high, I think I can use this square tube that I have lying around, which is 40 by 40mm. So that should make up for most of the rear part of the bracket, which is super nice. Yo, look at this. This actually turned out quite nice. That fits perfectly. Nice. All right, now it only has to fit on the bike. So what I want to use for mounting this is this rail that sits in between the rear frame, and that perfectly lines up with the back of this bracket. What I'm going to do to hopefully prevent distortion, because if I'm going to weld along this line, the heat is going to pull the whole tray up. I have the square tube, then a 2mm steel plate that gives me a little room to add some foam or whatever, and then the seat replication. So that goes there, and then I have enough space to put this in here. It's crazy how much time it actually takes to build small brackets like this for the first time. I hope that at some point it gets faster and I can build these things a lot quicker. So the bracket is welded into place. I've just welded two relatively small areas right here and there, but that should be strong enough for what it has to hold. Nice, that fits very well. I'm happy with that. Now what I want to do next is underneath the seat right here in the back, I have this rear bracket that sits in the rear frame, and this is just basically tagged into place. So I want to weld this up so I know that that is the final position. Finally, the thread is in there. I had to do it twice because on the first one, I overdid it and the screw got stuck. I had to grind everything back down, drill it back out to 10mm and put a new thread in there. And this time, I just put 4 tags on there. I tend to overdo these things because I think they need a lot of strength and reinforcement, but apparently they don't. I tested this one with a screw and it didn't move at all. So I'm happy with that. All right, just quickly before I weld this in here, I've made this little plate. Since this is sticking out right here, I need something that can go on like this, and then I'm gonna weld this onto the latch that holds the battery. All Alright, the bracket is in place. Something that's very helpful for something where you can't really rest your hand is a clamp like this. That will make your welds look so much nicer. Nice, everything fits perfectly. That's very good. The one part of the bracket is done, and I've just cut a second piece out of the leftover square tubing that slides right in here. So we're now going to connect those two. Alright, that's the battery box done. I'm very happy with how it turned out. The box is probably an exaggeration because it's very sleek, very minimal. We managed to pull this off because I'm going to put the M unit underneath the tank, and I've ordered some clamps that will hopefully help me to mount the M unit there. So we're going to do that in a separate video. I'm very surprised by how far we've come with just using square tubing. And that's two more things off the list: the seat mounting and the battery box. So we're moving forward. As always, thank you very much for watching, and I see you in the next one.